What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and today we're taking a look at Full Mojo Rampage, a top-down roguelike action RPG that actually came out back in May of 2014, and it's gone through a bunch of updates, and it's now being released on consoles. So the best way I can describe this game is, it's like the witch doctor from Diablo 3 had a drunken one-night stand with the Binding of Isaac, and 9 months later, this voodoo-infused baby popped out. So, either way, today I'm going to be bringing you guys some gameplay of it, as well as an overview of what I would consider to be the game's pros and cons, and then a mini-review to wrap things up. So with that being said, let's get things started. So the first thing I want to discuss, which is probably my favorite part of this game, is the sheer amount of customization you get before you even start. So just from an aesthetic standpoint, we have a bunch of different masks to choose from for our little voodoo guy, which is just a nice little touch, you know? This way, not everyone looks the same. Obviously, we got some cool little fan favorites here, like a luchador mask or Super Meat Boy. Personally, I'm a big fan of the groovy mask. Moving on up, we have pins, which are really cool. As you level up, you can equip more pins, and on top of that, you can actually level up each individual pin. So, for example, this one, as I level it up, gives me more health. This one's going to give me movement speed. Personally, right now, I can have 3 on, so I'm running extra health. And then on top of it, all the way down here, I got spell damage and spell cooldown reduction on. We got our voodoo gods. Now, these kind of establish the base kit we're going to be able to run with, and each of them have a different passive and then 2 active abilities we can use. So I'm running the Urzuli right here, which is pretty nice. The spells are really nice, kind of AoE wave clear, and then Anger allows me to get a speed boost and drop an AoE slow. But you know, the next one I'm probably going to get is going to be Geed, which is Totem Focus, which sounds like it could be kind of cool. But you know, they're all different, giving you a little bit of variety in how you want to start your character. And then the last thing, if you want to go super try hard or you're playing a challenge mode, we got these blessings that we can unlock, which for one run will give us huge boosts, such as, you know, an extra attack rate, 20 extra damage, 10% critical hit chance, whatever the case is. So to give you guys an idea of the gameplay, we're actually going to jump into the second quest midway through. Ended up going through the first part just to get a couple of items so I could show you guys a little bit more about what the game is about. So over on the left, you can see my wand. Right now I only have the basic bitch wand, so it's just this. My spells are the triggers. This particular one, I got those tears I can shoot out, as well as this nice little slowy thing that gives me a speed boost. Equipment are going to be mojos. These increase passive things. So here it's homing missile chance, and then some attack rate and health on kill. And then in my inventory, I'll have usable items, which right now I only have a potion. So we're just going to basically go through the level. I got to get bones from skeletons, and as we do that, I'll be elaborating on some things I like and things I don't like about the game. As for comparisons here, the 2 main other roguelike games that I'm familiar with are Enter the Gungeon and then Isaac. So those are going to be my main points of comparison. And in comparison to those 2 games, one thing that I absolutely love about this is that you get partial save progress. A lot of roguelikes, you don't have any save progress. You know, you could be having an absolutely awesome run, and then you die, and it's all gone, and then you go back, and your next run, you're just a basic bitch again. And, you know, I mean, it's the nature of the beast. But at the same time, it does get under my skin a little bit. And what I like is that we get partial save progress in this, and to elaborate on what I mean by that, basically, we gain experience as we play through, and that experience will allow us a few things. We can level up basic stats with it, so health, attack rate, attack damage, and movement speed. And then on top of that, we also keep the coins that we accumulated, and we can use those to upgrade our pins to give us a little bit more of a build as we play through. So, you know, even though right now I have stuff like attack rate and then homing missile chance, and I don't have anything really boosting my damage all that much, because I have pins on that are helping my spell damage, I can basically use my tiers to clear through a lot of the game until I have better items dropping out. Which is really nice, you know, just because it adds a little bit of consistency into the playstyle. So while every run is still going to be completely random in terms of what you get, there's was this damage and heal modifier. Ooh, we'll drop you. We'll put on the other one. Hell yeah. And what did I pick up here? Refill your wand. Awesome. Okay. I'll hang on to that. But basically, it just gives you a little bit more consistency in how things are going to be. You know, it's not going to always be random. I mean, your equipment and inventory always is, but being able to have that little bit of consistency in your playstyle, personally, I just find that to be really nice. On top of that, just the like I don't know if I want to say customization, more the in-game spread that's available between the equipment and the wands and the inventory items and the spells. All in all, I feel like it comes together and it does give you enough to do that's fun. And I wasn't sure initially going into it. You know, I figured with the amount... Oh, damn it. I didn't refill my wand in time. I was trying to get it down to the very end. You know, I was kind of worried that with all the customization that's offered, that it would kind of be bland and more focused around, you know, just my little blast and upgrading those. And I was pleasantly surprised that as the more of the game I played, the more I found that wasn't necessarily the case. And there was still a lot of customization available, just kind of after the fact. Ooh, man, almost just walked right into that. So, I do feel that there's a nice bit of flexibility there. On top of that, the level design I absolutely love. You know, I'm a big fan of the more open levels because it's more reminiscent of Diablo than it is with like Isaac. So if I want, you know, I can run in and pull a bunch of enemies and get into a crazy hectic fight, kind of how I am right now. Taking a couple hits that I'd rather not take. But at the same time, if I want to play things safe and just back up and, you know, let the stuff come to me, I can also do that, which is really nice. You know, there's very few times in this game where I die and I'm like, oh, that was bullshit, I shouldn't have died. Like, if I die in this game, it's because I'm running into a giant group of enemies, kind of how I just was, and basically causing my own death. So, I do think that is nice, being able to kind of use the level to your full advantage, which is much harder in games where you have a tight room like Isaac. Now, some of the cons, though. You know, taking a look, and there's really not many cons, in my opinion, of this game. Honestly, I really like it. Especially the co-op aspect of it. I'm having a blast with that. But because there's a level up system in place, there is a higher initial difficulty with the game. Basically, like, when you first start, you know, until you start leveling up a little bit and start getting those stats up, there's going to be enemies that'll one-shot you. There's going to be times you get annihilated. So, especially as a new player coming in, that can be kind of frustrating. But once you start leveling up, you know, things get considerably easier. Like right now, I'm just bombing through these guys like they're nothing. Given I picked up a couple of pretty freaking solid upgrades in the last level, so that obviously helped a bit. But it was a Voodoo damage and heal modifier. Didn't I already have health on kill, damage and heal modifier? Okay, let me drop you. I think this is a Voodoo mixer. I hope it is. Damn it, it's a vendor. Heal on kill, health modifier, health. Potion. Let's get rid of homing missile chance. And I get rid of wand. I like that the items kind of like have that little bit of auto pickup radius too. That's nice. It's like the magnet effect from Isaac, but just full time. And it's not 100%, but just a little bit. Just makes things nicer. But yeah, I mean, because of that difficulty curve, as I was saying, the game can be a little bit harder to get started with, but as you level up, it becomes easier. And because the levels are randomly generated, even having to play through levels, I haven't felt like it's boring so far. You know, like I don't know, I probably have a solid like 10 hours into this game already, which is kind of scary, considering I just got it like a day ago, but it does get quite addictive. Now, another point I want to discuss on is the couch co-op aspect, because that's something that's it's like a dying genre these days, and I don't know why. Like, couch co-op is one of my absolute favorite things in games, and I feel like more games need to have couch co-op because, like, to be honest, I love just, you know, sitting around with buddies and playing a game and having a couple beers. That's awesome. Or, you know, maybe you want to play with your kid or your significant other or whatever the case is, and I feel like not enough games offer that anymore. Everything is, you know, buy our game and the season pass and go online and play with your friends. And it's like, you know, well, maybe we just want to play together and hang out. Maybe I don't want to both buy consoles and do it that way. Man, I'm wrecking this boss right now. You have no chance. I got an upgrade in the earlier level. It was like, I traded like 13 health for like 30 damage. I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, I'll take that. Now I'm just bombing on this guy. Kill his silly eyes. But, you know, and the couch co-op for this game, some people like it, some don't. But basically the way it works is the second player can press start at any time to join in. And it spawns them in as basically like a shade of your character versus a full character of their own. So they have the same damage as you, they have the same attack rate, same movement speed. For their spell set, they always have Baron Samedi's spell set, which is the dodge roll as well as like a Voodoo Blast, which isn't a bad spell set. Like, I mean, that's what you start with, and you know, I got through fine with that. I actually kind of like the dodge roll. It was pretty nice. But you know, they don't have their own inventory. They don't pick up mojos. They don't pick up items. But all the items they have, or all the stats they have, are based on you. So if you have mojos that are like heal on kill, that effect will also apply to them. Now, some people obviously don't like this. For couch co-op, they want full-on couch co-op. That person picks up their items, I pick up my items, and you know, everything's hunky-dory. And I can understand why. You know, if you want a full couch co-op experience, that's, you know, sometimes it's fun. But at the same time, personally, I like this co-op for the fact that it is a more casual couch co-op experience, because I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that have someone that you like playing games with, and you want to maybe get them more into games, but they're not the best gamer. You know, you might have the girlfriend or the boyfriend they're just not very good at games, but you still want to play games with them. Or like I said, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a child, whatever the case is. And I feel that this is the perfect way to get people that aren't that good into games, because of the fact that they spawn as a shade of you. And they don't have to worry about managing items. They don't have to worry about spells. So just to kind of show it real fast here, let me try and get away from this guy for a second. If I hit start, there's the shade. So they'll spawn in. And as you can see, I already got him killed. But basically, their health, it takes away a portion of your health to create your co-op partner. And then, as long as you still have health, as long as you still have like the 140 or 150 that's needed for them to spawn, they can continually spawn in. And from a couch co-op casual experience, I think that's amazing, because it means that as the more adept player in the co-op couple here, as long as I keep killing stuff and I keep healing up, the person that I'm playing with can just indefinitely spawn in, and I think that is really, really cool. So obviously, if you're looking for a more hardcore couch co-op experience, you know, this isn't going to be the title you want. You're probably better off going for something like Diablo or maybe Enter the Gungeon. But for something that you can sit down and like play with your kid or your significant other or another family member, especially someone who's not a huge gamer, I think this is probably one of the best games out there for that. So yeah, now that rant's kind of done. Hang on a second, I need some water here. My voice is completely parched after a day full of drinking last night. But yeah, you know, I mean, the game's simple in design, definitely a lot of fun to play. Got my first real taste of multiplayer the other day with Forget, and had a ton of fun playing with him. And I know I do plan on doing a lot more of this. I'd like to get more people on it, just because you can do up to 4 players for story co-op, you know, kind of Gauntlet Legend style, or I believe it goes up to 8 for multiplayer competitive, which is pretty nice. And on top of that, you know, the game's $13. I mean, $13 is a steal, considering how there's like so many AAA games these days that they're all $60, $60. $13, like, I mean, I spend $13 on lunch on a regular basis. You know, that's a sandwich at Subway with a bag of chips and a drink. The fact that I can get like all this entertainment out of it for $13, that's a hell of a steal in my opinion. And what is this? I've never seen this before. Gold find and crit chance. Nice. So either way, at this point, that's kind of everything I really had to say about the game, I guess. You know, like I said, I really like it. I've been enjoying it a lot so far. Definitely going to be doing more of it, and at least based on what I read about the original Steam release, it seems like they have improved quite a bit. And obviously, there's more things they could improve. I think, you know, maybe the one thing I would like to see changed with the couch co-op, I would like my co-op person to be able to pick their own Voodoo god, just to change up the spell set they have. I think that'd be a nice change of pace, but I'm a big fan of them just having the same passive bonuses equipment-wise that I do. I think that's done really well. So either way, we're just going to finish up this level here. I'm going to close things out. Damn, we got another wand. Alright, before we wrap this one up, we're going to be taking on Mummery. So this is the boss I'm currently stuck at. Can't stand this guy. Freaking fires bounce all over. There's spikes. He also has some tracking later on. but managed to pick up a really sick attack damage mojo. Oh god, no. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Bad spot, bad spot. Bad touch, no. Dude, the sheer attack speed I have right now is going to slaughter this guy. You're dead. And Mama Maria is down. Rain and money. All the monies. All the monies are for me. All the monies. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up the video. So, all in all, my conclusion is I would buy this. Like I said, I'm on PS4. I know I'm going to be streaming more of this with Forget. So, if you guys want to join on in with the streams, pick it on up at 13 bucks. It's definitely a steal in my opinion. Ton of fun to play, good amount of replay value. So either way, thanks for coming on by. Hope you enjoyed checking out the game, and we will catch you all next time.